I want to get her
She,
man.
huh?
You right too. Go ahead, I'm listening, bro.
This year, you said somebody said so.
No,
No,
I'm listening.
go ahead, Natural. He was just go ahead, Natural. Go ahead.
Well, basically, I was laying down on my, I was laying down on my left side, and in reality, my closet door was closed and my room door was closed, right? But when this happened, my spine, it was like between the stages of sleeping and waking up. My spine had a burning sensation, and it felt like I literally got up. But when I woke up in, I guess in this dimension or wherever the hell I was, my room door was open, my closet door was open. It was like it was opposite and shit. My house was fucking reversed.
Damn.
So I'm walking down the hallway. I'm walking down my hallway. Look, I got full thought. It feel like reality. Like I couldn't tell the difference worth nothing. But the only difference I noticed that my house looked different. I was literally talking to myself like, dude, what's going on? I was confused. And I was walking around my house, opening the oven, looking in there. I was doing all types of stuff. Then I walked in the mirror. I seen half of my face.
Mm.
I looked at like I was gray.
Damn.
And then that shocked me, and I felt all of a sudden I felt a rush. I felt the burning sensation in my back again, and I woke up and I called my wife immediately and told her. I said I think I died or something. I told her. I kept telling her I think I died, and then and
Okay.
then she was like, I told her the experience. She was like, no, you didn't die. You had an experience out of your body. That's something. So I was scared to go back to sleep. So I fell asleep again, and the shit happened again. The same setting. The door was open. The closet door was open. I'm walking. This time I'm walking around, and I know what was going on this time. This time I walked in my living room. I seen this little gray. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I seen this thing sitting on my couch. It looked like a little gray alien. What you would say? You would call it a little gray alien. The
About
normal
four
things
feet
you would
tall,
see on
maybe.
TV. It looked like that, but it had a fucking black robe on, and it was sitting Indian style on my couch, just staring at me. And I'm looking at it, walking slowly by, and it's looking at
Doing
me,
mudras.
I'm looking at it. I'm pausing like, dude, what the hell is that thing? And the thing spoke, said, "I am you." And then this damn thing, fall got behind it. I said, no, you not. Then the thing, I said, no, you not. Then the thing, it looked like it got mad, and his head grew bigger. Like his head got off his body and it grew bigger. It was like black smoke behind his head, and it chased me down the hallway. And I felt the burning sensation in my back again. And I woke up, called my wife immediately, and told her what the hell had happened again. Man, I don't know what sparked that shit, but it scared the hell out of me when I
So
I
seen
had
y'all
an
it.
out
don't
of body
think
experience too.
y'all
Go
don't
ahead.
y'all don't think y'all don't think that
Hold on. Let me turn this GPS off. I can't hear y'all.
what I finna say, y'all don't think that we can come in different forms for different dimensions. Like we probably be this form in this physical dimension, but in another dimension we can look like something totally different. And
Absolutely, yes.
they might like
Yes.
Because in another dimension, I'm like 6 foot something.
Oh no,
Right.
that thing
you
looked
know
like
what I'm
it had
saying?
its face looked like a damn skeleton, a leather skin, like pure black eyes, like pitch black eyes. But it was like short like a midget. It looked like it was about like 4 foot.
hey
You know what
bro,
I'm saying?
just in a different dimension. Hey bro, hey
Huh?
bro, hey natural.
Yeah.
Hey, my friend on the phone, she listening to us talk, right? As you was talking, she hearing you. She experienced the same thing. She said that you ain't supposed to look in the mirror. She before you said that was you. She said that was you. That shit
Hey,
deep, boy. That shit deep. That shit deep as fuck, dog.
Yeah,
hey, it might
it's crazy
sound
what your
it
mind will
might sound
produce.
like it might sound like I'm making this up because it goes with your story so well. But like 5 days ago in a live, I was telling the story that for 1 year of my life, I used to try every dream to see myself in the mirror.
You can't, can you?
You wake up, but at one time I turned and I almost did, and I woke up.
They say, man, boy.
Hey, hold on for a minute.
Hey,
Hold on.
thank you for bringing me up. I wanted to touch
Hold on
in
for a
on
minute.
natural what you did the dream you had. I had it myself. I've had it more than once. When they said it was you, it is you
Hey,
because you have to think of you have to think that there's two aspects of
Duality.
yourself,
okay, I'm gonna see you a little
and
bit anyway, but I
there's
just got some prayer.
Duality.
it's just they gave us this realization in cartoons all the time when you would talk and they would make the figurines of an angel and a devil on one shoulder. Like take the outfits of the two little mini men that were talking. Though that is you and where you are in your life, but without me even knowing, you going through a metamorphosis, you going through a change, you have gone through a battle. You are moving from one realm to another realm. You are separating yourself from old things that had you bound. Those things that had you bound visited you on that couch, and that you are no longer bound to those things. Now, we know when you go in your lives, you are awakening our people to bring us out of the bondage of this matrix. With that battle, the things that like it's deeper, darker principalities that we are fighting that wanted us to lose our memories of who we were. So there are things that you are in the forefront and in the trenches battling, right? Attach something to you to keep you bound to this matrix. So while you are bound to this matrix, when you woke up, you saw what used to be stuck to you. And that's why it said, I am you. Every decision that you made to keep you bound to this surface level thinking, that low vibrational thinking, to keep you bound to the
I'm sorry to
lifestyle
cut
that
you
we
off,
think.
but I'm gonna drop down. Peace, y'all. I'm about to go into work. Have a wonderful day.
Peace,
Okay, you
sis.
too.
You too,
Hey,
love.
but that's what you saw. That's what you saw, man. And it is not you. And the next time you see it, don't run from it. You fight it because you have to fight in the physical and you have to fight in the spiritual.
So you saying that person on the couch was him?
Yeah, because it was me too. Because it's not
Yeah.
so much of it's omnipresent. It's basically what
Right,
was
right,
on
right,
you.
right, right, right. So imagine you sitting somewhere in a room and you playing the video game, but the controller is your mind. You understand what I'm saying? The controller is your mind, and you producing all these scenes simultaneously, right? But there comes a time when you actually come across the player, which would be you, the real player, your real form. So you might have had our grand opportunity to see yourself in your real form. Cause I mean, don't be surprised if we all sitting in the goddamn pod going through some shit and don't even know. like for real. Like
Now,
that's what I
from
mean by the Matrix. Like this shit ain't real. What we experiencing right now ain't real. That's the reason why death doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
from my interpretation of that dream, sounds like you need to stop running from your dark side and go ahead and conquer that shit.
Facts. There it is.
Star Wars is a great depiction of that. Star Wars is a great depiction of that. I had a real out of body experience, but it was different. It was like I don't feel like I left a dimension. It was right after my wife had passed away, and I don't know if I was going through. Well, I know I was going through some shit, and I had to get extradited from Louisiana to Texas, and so I was in a dorm setting, and I didn't go to sleep because I remember bawling, crying, right? Like crying. I was crying. I was apologizing to my wife at that time. I was just going through some shit, right? And before I know it, the fucking door popped. So if y'all ever been to jail before,
Thanks, love.
when you got the dorm settings, when you in a dorm setting, whether you in a single cell or a one man cell, you gotta push the button, and somebody whoever in the booth gotta push the button and pop your door, right? So they popped my
Yeah.
door, and when my door popped, I'm on the second row. As I'm walking across the second row, thank you for the gifts. As I'm walking across the second row, I see two dudes standing up looking at the TV. I see two Mexican dudes on the front row and two white dudes on the back row. And when I get to the end of the stairs, I hear a phone ring. Listen, we in jail. We can make phone calls out. We don't get phone calls in. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm standing at the top of the stairs, and I'm looking like, you niggas don't hear this phone ringing? So I'm like, Hey, hey, y'all don't hear this phone ringing? Ain't nobody paying me no attention. So I'm walking down the stairs. I picked the phone up. I kind of looked at it. It was kind of scared to put it to my ear. I was like, hello?
Man, what
And it
the
was
hell
like,
happened?
Garnett. I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like, who is this? She was like, Garnett, this is Vet. And it was my wife on the phone, right? And like, totally tripped me out. So we talking, and when I asked her how was heaven, the phone died. Like I said, how's heaven? And the phone just died, right?
God
And I
damn.
hung the phone back up. When I hung the phone back up, and I turned around and seen this dude that was playing dominoes, old school cat. Actually, he wasn't even playing dominoes. He was playing Tonk, actually. And I leaned forward to ask him a question, but he had like this dead look to him. Like, you know how you look at somebody and they look like they looking at you, but they not looking at you? You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that look on his face. So I was like, man, something ain't right. And I go back upstairs, go back to the cell, and when they popped my door and I laid in my bed, when I felt like I woke up, it was so weird. Everybody was in the same position they was when I felt like I woke up. And it was so weird. The dude was still sitting at the domino table. Both the dudes were standing by the TV. The two Mexicans that was sitting on the front row. Everybody was in their same position. And I'm like, oh, yo, I just had an out of body experience. I said, ain't nobody gonna change my mind. I just had an out of body experience. And I'm just looking at everybody like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, look here, nigga, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And when you have out of body experiences like that, you never the same. You ain't never the same. Meaning that it's hard to even put it into words, y'all. It's hard to even put it in words. And I'm not lost for words too many times, but it's hard to put into words how it changed you, because you see the duality. You see the real duality. Like, it's real. It's when they say this world is duality. That's some true shit, y'all. That's some true shit.
Do you
It is
see,
duality.
Toy? Do you see what don't know what the copy put in the comment?
Huh?
You see what don't know what the
She said that was
put in the
Jesus.
comment?
Ain't the table playing tongue. He said that was Jesus.
Like,
Man, nigga stupid, man. He told that was Jesus at the table playing tonk.
Hell no. That was Jesus hit with his shower slides and shit on. You know what I'm saying?
for real though, like, I have a question as like, have any of y'all ever saw yourself sleeping though on the bed, like laying somewhere?
Yeah.
Y'all never
Yep.
like, I have. Like,
Yeah.
and the crazy
Hey,
thing is, the time I woke up was 6:30, and it brings me back to what Lord was talking about, the numbers. And 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 0. So I had woke up at 6:30, but I was actually looking at myself laying in the bed, like literally. I'm like,
See yourself
damn.
sleep.
man.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
like looking straight at myself.
Yep.
That was my very first out about experience.
Still in the bed, comfortable sleep.
The first time it happened to me, I was taking like a 30-minute nap, and then like right when I was falling asleep, I randomly wake up, and I've already like been new about astral projection and all that, and I'm like lifting out of bed, or so I thought, and then I look in my mirror and I see like I'm not attached to my body, and like my spiritual body is not even how I look. It was like grid lines and an outline of myself. And like I panic and push myself back into my body, and I literally have the worst sleep paralysis I have ever had. Like, I'm talking about hearing vibration.
See, I told you, sleep paralysis. Boom.
Yep. My ears were ringing. Like, my whole body felt like I was vibrating at like high frequencies or something, but it was so weird.
Hey, I had something. Mine wasn't no out of body experience, but man, I don't know how to explain this. But again, it was during the stages of waking. It's like I have stuff happen to me with it when I'm about to wake up and I'm sleep at the same damn time. I don't know what that realm is,
No, it's
but
not. It's called the theta and beta mode. Your mind is in the theta and beta mode. Your left side of your brain is in the theta mode and your right side of your brain is in the beta mode. So what happened is when they both hemisync, that's how you have it. It's called hemisyncing. So, and it happens actually, it actually happens when you in your, not your REM sleep, but in your light sleep. And it does happen like in the last part of your cycle in your
It
sleep. That's
always
a lot.
look.
Yeah, a lot of.
It always happened during the daytime, not the night. When I have these experiences, like when
Yeah.
I take a nap during the day, I experience it. But at night, I don't experience none of this stuff. I barely even dream at night. For some
That's
reason, I
because
dream during the day.
in the daytime you have a nice smooth sleep in the dream phase,
It
and that's
usually happens to me in between the 3 and the 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when it
like
really hits me. I have
if I,
got pulled out of my sleep, but couldn't move. But I'm literally seeing everything.
But the thing I wanted to say was, I had this. It was like a vision of darkness, right? But in this thing I seen, you know, when you look at the sun, you look at where you got this after this after image. When you look at the sun, it'd be like a greenish bluish color when you close your eyes or something like that. But when in this state, I seen that after image, like after you look at a light for so long. But it was three of them. It was one. It was like the light was kind of
Damn, I
bright.
didn't even know it was live.
The light was kind of bright that you see I seen like an image behind these three lights. It was one light white right here, one for a hand and another one for a hand. And it looked like it was sitting in a chair. I could vividly see the face, barely. It's like a blur, but I could see the hands in high detail in the after image. And when this thing spoke, I heard a female voice, I heard a deep voice, I heard a child voice, I heard multiple voices at once speaking. And I'm not going to talk about what it said because that's personal. I'm not going to tell you what it said. But after it told me this stuff, and I heard it when it got mad, because when some reason in my dreams, I question the thing that's talking to me. And every time I question it, it gets pissed off for some reason. It would have to repeat it to me 3 times before I just say, okay, or something. But that happened in there. Again, I'm not going to tell you what it was told me. I'll tell people on the Telegram what it's about. But I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, tell everybody else, because that's a personal thing of me. But other than that, when I got out of this experience, just like old girl said, I had a bad headache because of the voices. My eyes was hurting real bad. My wife told me my eyes was bloodshot red, and I was hearing a ringing in my left ear, and it didn't stop for a good minute when I woke up from this thing. When this thing had gave me this message. But
You know,
that's why I said, because it reminded me of what she had said, their experience, of what I, that.
when we get down to the foundational root of all of this stuff that we doing, man, and it really comes down to spirituality. When you get down to all the chasing the genealogies and figuring out statuses, and if you're Moor, if you're Indian, if you're whatever you are, when you get down to the basis of all the stuff that we're searching for in life, it's just truth. We're searching for truth. And then when we go through that search for truth, you find out that not only were we blinded from our status, we were blinded from our spirituality as well. And that was taken from us. And a lot of times in life, we leave codes for ourselves. So we live forwards and backwards, but we leave codes for ourselves. How do I know that, right? How many of y'all have these dreams where you go back to the same place every single time, and you go back to the same place, but something else different happens every time you get there? It's because you left a code for yourself to find in that place. That is a place, it's like a totem. If you ever seen the movie Inception, they all had to find a totem to let them know, okay, am I in the dream state or am I in real state? So when you have a dream and you go back to the same place every single time, right, you're looking for a message from yourself. It's either to warn you about something that's happening, to warn you about something that's going to happen or to explain to you something that happened in your past. But every single one of us are going through that. And then once you learn how to read those coded messages, everything else becomes clear. Now, this is the thing you have to protect yourself from, because I heard somebody say, fight your darkness, right? And defeat it. Once you realize that everything in this world, not only just our status and who we've been told we are, everything in this world was a damn lie. From the time came out the womb, you went into kindergarten, and however far you went to school, you got a job, everything that you foundationally learned was a damn lie. That's when it really become deep. Because everything you doing, work don't feel the same no more. Because it don't have meaning. Money doesn't have meaning. Having a new car with rims, nothing has meaning.
None of that shit.
None of that is true.
You right, bro.
Facts.
So the real
Facts.
OG. So do you think that's the part what I'm going through?
Man, get this man some coins for that, man.
I've been feeling like that, like where I'm at in my journey. Like I've been feeling like detaching from like the money, the cars, like everything of this world is like I'm starting to see that it doesn't matter. So that's part where the journey I'm at with mine, because like everything
Who are
that
you
Lord
consciously?
Natural thing,
Who is that?
like that's what I've been going through. Like I've been having a lot out about experiences. My sleep pattern been off, and like I've been seeing like ringing in my ears like all day long, and both of them. Sometimes
Yeah, me
it
too.
be at both, and I be like, dang, I be doing just like this, and I hold it. So it's like I don't know, but I don't be understanding. I just listen to it and let it flow.
Yep, that's it.
And,
It's because you becoming detached from this place. It doesn't.
yeah,
You walking in a different light. And then what happened too is this: if they give us predictive programming, look at the predictive program. What they do is they put stuff in movies, so when it happened in your life, you don't take credit to it, and you think it's just something imaginary because you saw it in a movie, right? If you look in the movie Inception, right, when you start to defeat the realm that you are in, and you start to understand all the fictional properties of it, it starts to work itself against you. So that's when you hear people in life talking about, man, I'm going through hell, you know this, and I'm going through that, and I'm going through this. Everything ain't got nothing to do with the devil. A lot of things are the fact that you wake